Have you ever wondered, despite knowing so much, why do we still feel lost? We live in an age where information is limitless. Every answer is a click away, yet peace feels farther than ever. We know how things work, but not why we feel the way we do. We know how to succeed, but not how to stay content. That's because knowledge can only reach your brain, but wisdom reaches your soul. Knowledge gives you power, but patience gives you peace. I am Mohit and I have been an aspiring author for 10 years now. I am a seeker and a student of Indian philosophy or darshan. And today we are going to explore the subtle differences between knowledge and wisdom and why is it important for us. So let's get started. Look around and you will find that we have become experts in everything. We can explain stars, decode DNA, calculate galaxies, but we still struggle to understand our own minds. We are informed yet uninspired. We are connected yet disconnected. We have become smart but also restless. Knowledge has made us efficient but not fulfilled. It has given us access to everything but not the ability to enjoy anything. And that's because knowledge multiplies what we can do while wisdom refines what we should do. Knowledge lives in the brain. It's analytical, structured, and logical. It breaks things down to understand them. And that's important because it's how we have built civilizations. But there's the danger. Knowledge without awareness becomes arrogance. It starts to measure worth in degrees and titles, not in depth or experience. We begin to think the more we know, the more we are. But the truth is, knowledge is borrowed as it comes from books, teachers, and systems. It means that it is external, while wisdom is earned as it comes from living, failing, observing, and reflecting. And that means it's internal. Knowledge grows by study, but wisdom grows by silence. If knowledge is the map, wisdom is the journey. Knowledge tells you the rules, but wisdom tells you when to bend them. Knowledge says react, but wisdom whispers wait. The waiting and that space between knowing and acting is what patience is. And patience is where wisdom is born. When the mind is quiet enough to listen to something deeper than logic. And that's where understanding happens. And that's when the heart begins to guide the brain. Today we are overloaded with knowledge. Every second we scroll, watch, read and listen, our mind becomes heavier. We confuse the accumulation of facts with the expansion of awareness. We study meditation techniques without ever meditating. We read about peace without ever being still. We quote wisdom without ever practicing it. Because knowledge wants to speak, but wisdom prefers to listen. Knowledge wants to shine, but wisdom wants to serve. Knowledge looks outward, while wisdom looks inward. But what's the role of patience in all this? First of all, patience is not waiting. It's understanding that everything has its time. That not every problem needs an instant solution or your reaction. That growth, healing, and realization takes seasons much like nature. The tree doesn't rush to bloom. The river doesn't rush to reach the ocean. And the wise don't rush to speak. In patience, the noise of knowledge becomes a music. In patience, information turns into insight. Because when you stop rushing to know, you start understanding. You can know the definition of love and still not know how to love. You can memorize scriptures and still not understand the truth. You can study philosophy and still not find peace. Because wisdom doesn't come from explanation, it comes from experience. Wisdom happens when life teaches you something that no book ever could. When pain gives you compassion, when loss gives you perspective, when silence gives you clarity. And that's the curriculum of the soul. But sometimes, the more we know, the harder it becomes to listen. The ego hides behind information. It says, I already know that. And in that very moment, learning stops. But wisdom keeps learning, even from a child, even from failure, and even from silence. Because wisdom isn't about being right, it's about being real. The ego wants to prove, but wisdom wants to improve. But wisdom doesn't complicate life, it simplifies it. It teaches you to value moments over milestones, kindness over cleverness, and peace over pride. A wise person doesn't need to win every argument. They choose silence not because they are weak, but because they have outgrown the need to be right. Wisdom is not loud, it's gentle. It doesn't need validation, it just radiates understanding. So how do we turn knowledge into wisdom? First of all, observe. Watch yourself when you react. Your reactions reveal where knowledge ends and wisdom begins. Second is practice patience. Not the passive kind, but the kind that breathes before responding, that listens before speaking, and that feels before judging. Third, connect your learning with living. Every idea you learn should touch your experience. If it doesn't change how you live, it's just information, not insight. And finally, stay humble. The wisest people know that they know very little, and that helps them stay humble. Because humility is far better than arrogance. Maybe the goal was never to collect information. Maybe it was to collect awareness. Maybe wisdom is not what we add to our mind, but what we remove from it. When you let go of judgment, when you release your pride, when you surrender the need to always be certain, and that's when you make space for truth to enter. That's when the soul learns. That's when you realize that knowledge was meant to prepare you for wisdom. Knowledge gives you the tool to build a house, but wisdom helps you to build a home. Knowledge can make you successful, but wisdom can make you peaceful. Knowledge can conquer the world, but wisdom can help you conquer yourself. And between the two lies patience, the silent bridge between the mind and the soul. So don't just learn more, but try to understand more. Don't just collect knowledge, but live it. Because when knowledge is regulated with patience, it becomes wisdom. And when wisdom enters life, it becomes peace. If this message resonated with you, take a moment not to think about it, but to sit with it. Because true understanding never comes from thinking, it comes from feeling. I will leave you with this thought for now. Like, comment and subscribe as you see fit, as it will help me grow and reach more people. But I will see you in the next video with another such topic to spark your curiosity. Till then, take care, be happy, and remember Krishnam Sada Sahayate.